Hello, it's Chris Castaldo from Wall Street Buy, Sell, Hold. I'm here with Eric Cass from PSI Corporation at the Undiscovered Equity Conference. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Chris.
Well, it's been a long 2 days. I've met a lot of interesting people. It's amazing companies. There's a lot of customers that we have that were unfortunately not able to make it down to our conference in Boca Raton. So why don't you tell the people that are watching and want to know about your company and find really great undiscovered growth companies, why don't you tell them about who you are and what you do at PSI?
Well, thank you very much, Chris. I'm the CEO of PSI Corp. My name is Eric Cash. And what we have is we have a evolutionary technology for couponing. Today, Chris, if you
No more newspaper clippings?
Well, in a similar vein, is that if you took a newspaper clipping, you said you were from Long Island,
Right.
1.2 people out of 100 will take something from a newsday and bring it to a store. That's the redemption rate, 1.2%.
Not a very high redemption rate.
Very true. And then let's say, for instance, you go to a King Cullen and you gave them a coupon today. By the time it got back to the manufacturer, it's 100 days. So with our couponing technology, which is an interactive, user-friendly kiosk, you would be able to process the coupon. As you print the coupon, it hits my BlackBerry. When you use the coupon at the supermarket, it hits my BlackBerry. So what took 100 days is now instantaneous, online, real time. By the same token, instead of getting a 1.2% redemption rate, we're getting a 28% redemption rate because the consumer can select the individual coupons that they want. They're in the store.
So there's a kiosk on location in the store at the retailer or the establishment merchant?
At the supermarket or convenience store, correct. Now, one of our advantages of our system is it's an interactive digital. So that permits somebody to do an ad in Spanish or French, 17 languages. So each supermarket can do ads on its own constituency.
Okay. Question, how do I know if I want to scan through the newspaper and see if toothpaste is on sale or chicken cutlets or cereal or milk or eggs, whatever it is, how do I find out or scan the system to find out the item I'm looking for if it's on sale today?
Well, we are separate and apart from a newspaper type coupon program. What we do is we work with very large companies and now also ethnic food companies and organic food companies who want to offer their specific products to a specific store at specific prices. So you wouldn't go into the newspaper,
right?
Okay, you'd have to come to the store, see which items you'd like,
right.
And if you use a King Cullen card,
right.
It loads automatically to your card. There's no paper involved. Or if you go to a supermarket without a loyalty program, a coupon will be printed with a barcode, which is then read at the supermarket register.
You just walk it right over to the register.
Exactly.
How convenient is that?
It's fabulous because what occurs is that if you look at a supermarket is basically a rectangle. And on one side, you'll have your fruits and vegetables. The back end is always your meats, and the other side is either bread and dairy. That's the perimeter. You make all your money, all your profits come from the perimeter of the store and 35% of your revenues. But here's a problem. If, let's say, for instance, you have 25 rotisserie chickens and you know you're only going to sell 5 that night, how do you market them to your customers? Well, we have an interactive digital screen, okay, which serves as a message board. So the supermarket simply types in a picture of the chicken. There are, at the new price point, when the chickens are sold, the ad is removed. So it becomes a dynamic inventory management tool
real time
for the supermarket so they can move their obsolete or perishable inventories.
Wonderful. All right, how many supermarkets you're in now and how much does it cost? Is there a barrier to entry? Is it $5,000 per machine? And how do you make money?
Okay, a lot of questions. So, first question, we had 6 stores in January. As of yesterday, we had 27. Today, we have 37. We're adding 25 more in November. We have a backlog of 2,000 stores across the country who want the kiosk, and the way we'll be distributing them is starting in January. We're doing 150 units a month, 100 going into supermarkets, and 50 going into the convenience store chains. That's how our growth pattern is. In terms of what the cost of the machine is, the machine cost is $4,000. It will have a 5-year life. We outsource the manufacturing to several different vendors. We outsource the servicing to a firm called Pendum, who's the largest ATM servicing company. Okay? So consequently, we don't have any high costs. So when we're running our kiosks at full capacity, which is only 80 ads a week, all we need is 30 units to break even as a company.
Okay. So we ran through a lot of numbers. How many units do you think you'll have by the end of this year, and how many by the end of next year?
By the end of this year, 75. By the end of next year, 1,500.
Okay. And how much revenue would you be recognizing per unit?
Each 100 machines, each 100 kiosks will generate $175,000 in operating cash flow per month.
Okay. So your year-ending revenues, obviously, this year are not going to be so impressive, so let's kind of shoot through the target. Where do you think you're going to be next year?
Next year, I'd like to have an operating cash flow of $12 million.
Cash flow?
Cash flow.
And what do you think your top line will be?
Well, currently, even though we have all this infrastructure in place, we only have 3 employees. We're only going to be adding 1 employee per 100 kiosks, as you don't need people, as we've outsourced everything.
Wonderful.
So we'll have our operating margins.
Your margins are going to be tremendous.
They'll be tremendous. And then also starting next year, we're going to be announcing soon several different deals which will allow us to sell our analytical data. So what will occur is, in January, each week we'll touch 2 million customers on a monthly basis. We'll know what's inside their baskets, that they buy $110, and then the next week it's $112, and then it's $114. So how would that mean? That would mean that consumer confidence is growing. So if I'm a hedge fund, I would do something like I buy my Kellogg's and short Family Dollar because the market is changing. Conversely, if I see a flattening or a decline, I would be able to be more defensive in my portfolio.
Well, food is always an indicator of the economy, there's no question.
Absolutely.
Well, you sound like you have a great business. Where's your stock trading at? How many shares do you have outstanding?
My stock currently trades at 5 or 6 cents. We're a fully reporting pink sheet company. The way our stock profile is, we have 115 million shares on a primary basis. Our float is about 37 million shares. I have not focused until recently on enhancing the share price. I've been focusing on building the technology, building the company, and now I'm ready to tell the story.
Oh, well, it's a great story. It tells very well. I'm sure the market is going to receive it. You actually save people money, and who isn't looking to save money in this very difficult environment? A lot of people are out of work. So you're doing a great job to help people.
Well, one takeaway I'd like to give you is, when you were a little kid, you used to ask your mother for a quarter for the crane to grab a prize.
Right.
That company is called Coinstar. When you go into the supermarket now and you see the 99-cent DVD machine, the red box,
right,
that's Coinstar. Next to it is the green box for your change. Right. That's Coinstar. Market cap $1.5 billion. I'm the yellow machine with a pre-money of $6 million. Thank you.
Steve, thank you very much. What do you want to say?
Thank you,
Why did I say? I'm so sorry. I think that was my last guy spoken. Let's just do one wrap. I'm sorry.
Okay. Did you want to have him give any information, website? Or
yeah, why don't we do that?
All
right. Sorry about that, Eric.
No problem.
All right. Eric, you have a really fantastic company. You've got a great technology. You're going to give a great service to people to save money. Where can people find you on the web?
www.psicoupons.com.
Well, there you have it. PSI Corp. Chris Castaldo from Wall Street Buy, Sell, Hold. Thank you.